very made up or anything else.
All right, here we are with gun shearer Gav and best rouseabout in the district, Mel, in the shearing shed. And I've just interrupted them shearing, so they've great cost. They're going to share with us their story.
Awesome. Thanks, Danny. I'm Gavin. This is Mel. I wanted to share with you guys. It was about 5 or 6 years ago. I was a full-time shearer, completely retired now, but I had a lot of trouble. I hurt my hand pretty bad on a motorbike, and at that time we put ourselves in a really bad financial spot. There was a lot going on. I lost my grandma. Our young son was really sick, come down with some mystery virus that no one knew anything about, and life was pretty suckful. It hurt. And at that time I just walked away from God because I thought, you know, this doesn't seem like what God wants. This, you know, if there's a God, I'm pretty sure life should be better than this. And so I walked away, just started running life myself, and it went from really ordinary just to miles worse. And we were at a funeral, and a good friend come up to me and he said, "Oh, I heard you got some hand problems. Just let me pray. I just want to pray for your hand." And he prayed. I think, like, it was just a little prayer. It was just, you know, for no other reason than you love Gavin, please heal his hand. And I thought, yep, that sounds good. No flashlight, you know, I didn't feel like super strong afterwards, but went to work the next day, and it was incredible. It was like it was brand new, and I'd been putting this job off for a long time because they were going to be tough. And I can remember every sheep I saw that day. It was just, there was something. It's really hard to describe, but like, just from going from dosed up on Nurofen all day to, you know, aches and pains and everything, to being able to just throw yourself at these sheep was just a miracle. It was no other thing, and it just got me thinking that you know, if God cared so much for a hand, how much more for me? And so yeah, I started going back to church, started praying, started reading the Bible. And it was great because while life didn't get any better, just having God there and just having this real experience, just it was like the calm in the storm. You know, it was peace and serenity when everything around you was just in like a tornado sort of thing. So that for us started our journey on to where we are now, and we ended up almost being bankrupt and leaving the family farm. But God was working. We could walk away from 4 generations and look back and just be thankful, without being bitter, without being angry, and just know that we're loved and that God has a plan and we're part of His plan. So if you fast forward now, it's pretty ordinary, but yeah, we just have a peace. And it's just exciting, just to see God work when it's so dry, and just to experience His mercies and see little miracles and just be thankful for what we have.
So some of the miracles one example of the miracles is some hay that was left in our shed.
Okay. Yeah, we had some pretty good year and got some hay in, and we thought we had it sold, and again, just sort of trying to do it in our own strength, and we know we needed the money, and then we couldn't sell it, couldn't give it away really, but then the drought started and we had a hay shed full of hay, and so you'd sort of look back and go, well, God provided the hay, and He provided the money, which we thought we needed but didn't need, and we're sort of still learning this year. Just to trust Him. So we're shearing at the moment, and it's just a miracle of seeing some of these fleeces come through. Some of the wethers are cutting 5 kilos, and 2 tooths are cutting 3, and I can't explain it. You could say it's good management, but I just seriously believe our prayers have been answered and just being really looked after and blessed at the moment.
The ground's still dry and bare, but we pray, and all we can do is pray, and we just ask God to provide despite the dry.
That's good. And can I ask why it is that you have real hope, or what gives you real hope?
Asking God over and over, and watching God do what He's done. The hay shed is one example out of many of little prayers that we've thrown up when we're desperate, because we've been desperate a lot. And all of a sudden, a week later, we'll realise, oh my gosh, that was God answering that prayer. It takes us a while to put 2 and 2 together regularly, but and we just feel the surge of joy and the knowledge that God is there and God is real, and He is hearing our prayers, and He is understanding that our hearts are hurting, and that He's ready and He's willing, but He answers in ways that we don't expect. He never does things the way we think He will, because He knows better than we do. And the hope comes just from seeing that happen over and over again.
Yep.
And tell me about your kids.
We have 4 beautiful kids. The eldest is in high school, and the youngest is in year 1. They help us a lot. They remind us a lot that God cares. They pray every day for rain, and they help us out all the time.
There was one day last year we prayed for rain, and it was specific. We prayed for 52 mil. No, 48. I can't. 48 mil, and we had 52 mil, and just seeing the joy on their faces when we tipped it out the next day, that God heard their prayers. It was pretty exciting. It was real exciting.
And so what happens if it never rains again?
Funny that you ask that, Benny.
That's a great question.
Because in the last month, God's turned our hearts and our minds to realising that we look for blessings, we look for things of this world that we expect to happen. The rain is supposed to happen.
So we see a rain cloud and go, wow, I just really hope that rains and comes this way.
And we get and we look for that blessing, we look for that in the belief that we should get it. Whatever that is that we do, we just expect it. But if God really is the giver of the rain, if God is the person who is going to bring that blessing, then if He chooses not to give it to us, then why are we not willing to accept either? We've learnt through this drought that He can still provide for us. We've watched Him do it over and over again, even though it's dry. So we're learning that whether it rains or whether it doesn't, we can still worship the God of the heavens.
Yeah, and He cares. He cares so much more for people than sending rain. He cares so much for you, for me, for everyone out there.
If He truly is the sender of the rain, we need to ask Him for it. And we do still ask Him for rain.
And we rejoice when it comes and when it doesn't. Easier said than done.
True.
Easier said than done.
So can I also ask, why do you want to be part of Real Hope Church?
We like to be, we've reached a point in our lives where we are very much ready to be part of a movement of people that are seeking to go out and be actively witnessing. And we see this in Real Hope Church. We see it in the hearts and the lives of the people within the church community.
Sharing our experience and
being part of a community of people who really want to share Jesus in everything that they do every day of their lives.
every day.
And actively drawing closer, actively learning to be deep in the Word of God and praying. A lot of churches do it. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying that this is where we believe God has us at this point.
All right, last question. How many sheep are you going to get done today, Gav?
Not a lot. Between the pets and rams, we're pretty casual.
Sounds good.